Greetings YouTube, Jables here after a long break from making YouTube videos. Uh, I never quit the game, I just took a while to just play a while, get into it more than I did before, but back into it more. Never stopped playing, been playing at tournaments constantly, trading, building decks, whatnot. Went through a lot of things. But here I am with another deck profile. My last few profiles did surprisingly well. I was surprised, especially at my Yellow Brick Road, which still remains my favorite deck. Uh, but I've played quite a few more, and this is my next favorite deck in the game, as in Musketeers. I've had two different builds of this. The first was more of a mana ramp Musketeer before the new set, and then after the new set I'm trying something new. So this is the new build. I might post a build of the mana ramp version, but this is more of an aggressive, not counter oriented deck at all, because I just don't want to play that style. I want to do more aggressive builds in this. So this is my more, I guess it's more of aggressive build of Musketeers. So first you got Puss in Boots, D'Artagnan, the ruler. Your Musketeers cost 1 void less, and then if you control Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, it's 3 void less to flip. So if you have all 3, you can flip for free. And then D'Artagnan has Pierce, and gives all your Musketeers +4. Pierce target attack, and then Musketeers get +4. +4. So yeah, that's very good to keep Puss in Boots out as long as you can, because there's 2 new Musketeers in Vingolf. So you want to drop them for as less as possible and flood the field and attack. And then going for your kill with D'Artagnan. At least that's the way I play, or I have been. For the stones, 4 blasting waves, 4 black silence, and then just 2 regulars. I'm not a very competitive player. I've said this before, so if I lose the split heaven and earth, then I just lose the split heaven and earth. When I first built the deck, I wasn't running black silence because of one of the Musketeers that could produce any color basically. But when I tested it out, there was moments where I didn't have it and I was just getting mana screwed. So yeah, I put it in there. Now onto the deck. We have the 4 Athos. We have the 4 Aramis. We have 3 Porthos. Now we have the new one, Sakamoto. This one, you can pay a void, produce 1 will of any color, so it basically means all your mana stones can become any color you want it. Really good. It's a 1-drop with Puss in Boots. 3 Calamity Jane. Oh, I love Calamity Jane. You rest it to deal 200 to a player or resonator. It's so good. Early game, because you can make it a 2-drop with Puss in Boots. You can kill a lot of little creatures with it, especially before your recover phase. You go tap, burn, then tap again for 2, so you can kill stuff up to 4. It's just really good. We have 1 Pumpkin Witch to go for those in-game pushes. You can fill up the field a lot, but there's a lot of Musketeers now. So Aramis can generate a lot of will, and you can just flood the field with Musketeers, then give everything flying and swiftness and just swing in for game. So Pumpkin Witch is pretty good. I don't want to run more than 1 because I just use it whenever I need it. And then last Resonator has 1 Susanova. It's a big 6-drop. Yes, but it's very powerful. And a lot of decks are running Gwyber now, and Bahamut's a thing, so a lot of time you can generate, or you'll be able to get him out for the 3 cost anyway. But in this deck you can generate so much mana that the 6 cost isn't that bad. It's just getting the red will. But with Sakamoto, you can get it easily. Onto our other cards, we have, for our Regalias, we just run 3 of this. The Demon Sword to give D'Artagnan swiftness. Unless you run into a flame of the outer world, you can also give him imperishable as well. So that's really good. You can get him out early as well if you want to go for an early game push. And if they kill him, you can imperishable him, and then get Puss in Boots back, and then get back into your the rhythm of getting your Musketeers out. But it's just a really good card overall. You can also generate red will if you open up multiples, which is good. Now I still run the 2 Law of Silence. In my mana ramp build, I ran 4. But in this build, it's not necessary because it's more, like I said, a more aggressive build. But Law of Silence is still a really good card. This card won me games in my older builds, just this alone, because I would have Athos and an Aramis, and then I'll just Law of Silence. They couldn't do anything. I'd flood the field even more. Usually I'd have a little more, but 2 just seems good enough. Like if I can slow down my opponent for 1 turn, it's usually good enough. But I still like it. I might change it out later if I don't like it in this aggressive build, but I'll just have to see. For additions, for Athos, we run 2 Crucifix because having an untargetable, unattackable guy is good. And you also can, it's good to put it on Sakamoto if you open these 2, just to protect him, protect her. Then we got Amano Hapakiri. This may be the best addition. Like this card wins games like alone, just because your opponent's taking the damage no matter what. They have to deal with this fast, or after a couple of turns, they will lose. And you can search it out easily with Athos and just equip it to him right away and just start going. So by turn 3, at least you can get this out, and from there on they have to find a way to deal with it. And if you have a Crucifix as well, it's very hard to get around Athos. We got 1 Longinus, and then 1 Flying Carpet. I put in a Flying Carpet because I was losing the flyers, such as Rapunzel, Gwyver, where sure I'd have Amano Habakiri on Athos, but I couldn't block a flyer, so I would just lose. So I put in a flyer. That's it for additions. Then we have 4 Thunders, of course, and 1 Ghost Flame. I like the Ghost Flame a lot because I've used this recycling effect a lot, just to get it back and burn, kill a creature, or deal 300 more per game. 3 Stonings, just for more removal against flyers that you can't handle, and just problem creatures. Then 1 Poison Apple, just to give that boost, especially with Amano Hamakiri. You can do massive amounts of damage, especially if you need to kill a creature. You'll lose your creature, but if you use this when you're going for game, it's not going to matter. If you absolutely have to get a creature or you're going to lose anyway, it's good to use. Just a really good card overall. But that is it. I'm going to be doing some more deck profiles, but yeah, I'm getting back into doing YouTube. It's been a while, and I'm glad I remember I know how to do it. But thanks for watching, guys. Jables out.